Jump down to verse 39. It says, wherefore, brethren, covet to prophesy, and forbid not to speak with tongues. All right? So, covet to prophesy. All right? When you covet something, let's go back to the online etymology. Scripture said, covet to prophesy. So, we know what prophesying is. Covet. It says to desire or wish for inordinately or without regard for the rights of others. It says covet, desire, lust after, passionate, desire, eagerness, ambition. So you're eager to prophesy. The word prophesy means to tell before. You're eager. So basically, what it's saying is you're eager to tell before. All right, you're eager to tell the people, which the Israelites, are our people. We're eager to tell our people, all right, what's getting ready to happen or come to pass, or a certain event getting ready to take place, or some evil that's approaching, or danger. Same thing. All right. So we're eager to tell you, hey man, hey, this is coming. This evil is coming. You know, we're passionate about telling you these things because why? This is our job, and this is what we're passionate about. All right. You know, I got to bring up Elder Apostle Gabar again. You know, one thing he mentioned, it was been a while back, man, maybe a couple few years, but he mentioned about us having a passion for things out in the world. And when his main thing was music. You know, and that's true. And I bet you he was really into music because he quote a lot of songs that, man, I ain't even heard of. And I'm keen to a lot of old school music. You know, but maybe a different genre. You know, but I'm keen to a lot of old school music though. But his musical knowledge is way far surpassed anybody I know, including myself, man. I mean, I can't touch that man on no music, man. He knows some hits, man. I'm a guy that grew up around my grandmother a lot, so I know a lot of old school R&B type of music. You know, classic R&B, soul, whatever, what have you. You know, and I'm telling you, man, he knows songs in different genres, and I know some old school hippie era pop songs. I know shit like the songs come in that area, shit like that. But pretty much I mean he's dancing that music, But I'd say that to say this, that was his passion when he was out in the world. When he was cooking with this knowledge, this became his passion. All right. Now, is it okay to listen to music? Yes, it's okay to listen to music. All right. Same as other brothers. When I was passionate about when I was out in the world was sports. I was a sports fanatic. I mean, I've been doing all sports since I was. I always tell people I was 5 years old, when I learned how to technically fight. But technically I was 4, going on 5. Karate, kickboxing, all that shit. Later on in my life, amateur boxing. But I'm saying those are my passions. I even played ball, football, basketball, baseball, ambidextrous pitcher, all that shit. I could pitch with both hands. That was my passion in the world. I covet to do those things. I covet to play ball. I covet to learn the best fighting skills. Now you fast forward to the life I have now, within this knowledge, being quicker with this truth, by Yahweh Shem Shah using the elder apostles and the brothers I learned from, that I was led to. All right. This became my passion. So now I be, and I'm one of them. I don't know, man. I'm one of them brothers that, I watch sports here and there, but I can't get into it. I can't get into it no more. Now in the world, I can get into it. Shit, I can talk to you for days with stats stat for stat. I know stats off of decades ago. Who was in the game, who played what, and all that shit. Who's the, you know, I always have a debate about the best fighters and all that shit. Those opinionated things, you know, but you know that's I was into those type of things. Man, since learning this knowledge, man, I don't give a shit about sports. The main thing I be worried about, waking up, watching the news, seeing if I see any prophecies within the news. And 10 times out of 10 you do. Something pertains to the scriptures every day you watch the news. Hey, they were just doing a documentary about the I just watched a documentary about the what's called the Money Stone. The Money Stone, right? RT documentary. The Money Stone it's about over in Ghana with some of the Israelites. You know, they're digging for gold to find gold nuggets to sell to these different mining companies so that they may barely feed their families. And what had happened is these international mining companies that came over there, stole them, robbed them for the land. Jacob controlled shit. You know, and they have to sneak on the land, risking their lives just to dig for gold, to find nuggets of gold. All right? So how that pertains to the scriptures? Well, the scriptures speak about us being oppressed. Plenty of scriptures about us being oppressed and being in captivity. All right? So there's always something going on pertaining to the scriptures. You just have to turn on the news, and if you know these scriptures, you can easily see what's going on. You know, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna see if I can find that video to do I can see if I can find a documentary uploaded on the channel, onto the RT News channel. And I'm gonna, Lord willing, do a video off of it, showing you exactly what's going on. All right, but we tell you these things though. This is another thing we tell you. All right, that what we're still in what was that? Group 3 and 8. We're still in captivity even to this day, and that us getting out of this captivity that we're currently in is going to involve us going through way worse shit than we went through when we first went into this captivity. All right, Jeremiah 30th chapter say, so that none should be like it. Meaning what? The time of Jacob's trouble. All right. So we expect these things to go on, all right? We expect these things to keep happening, all right? And let's go to the book of Habakkuk. We're speaking of prophecies. We're speaking of prophecy. Habakkuk 2:1, it says, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower and will watch to see what he will say unto me and what I shall answer when I am reproved. We're spiritually doing this. We're spiritually set upon the tower. All right? Excuse me. All right, but we're spiritually set up on the tower. All right, we're watching. All right, waiting. Basically, when we watch the news, that's a form of, you know what I'm saying, sitting on the tower, waiting and watching. Just watching the news alone, because we're seeing the different snippets of the news, like I was just saying, that involves scriptures, that pertains to scripture. All right. And then what we do, report on it. All right, that demon, man. Why the hell you start off right here, man? You ain't even fucking just know niggas, man. I know that is too, man. Told you, man. Hey, man. Hey, when these demons see you out doing this work, man, wicked ass Israelites, man. Anyways, though, basically, like I was saying, watching the news is like sitting on the tower. We're watching for different snippets of the news that pertains to scripture, and then we report on it. All right, we report, we sound the alarm, blow the trumpet. Meaning what? We report and we tell you what's going on, what's get ready to approach the people. All right, so that's what we do. All right, it says, verse 2, and Yahweh Bashim Shai answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. Now the visions that the prophets of old received were prophecies. They caused the vision that they had to be written down, and it was what? Things that was going to happen, especially during these times we're living in right now. They were things that was written down and that was said before time before they happened. And what we've been taught to do is to go and see what the prophets of old had seen and break down their visions. Break down the prophecy to you, in other words. I was just mentioning about Jacob's time of trouble, right? And it says, so that no other day will be like it in history. Pretty much. And people think about 70 AD. Well, 70 AD was a horrific day for our people that was there. All right? But this ain't going to compare to Jacob's time of trouble. Because that's what Jeremiah is talking about. It wasn't talking about 70 AD. It was talking about the time we're living in right now. Because this destruction is going to be the way. Jerusalem was destroyed, and that was a horrific thing. America being destroyed is going to be a thing that's going to be so beyond that you thought, as far as you unbelievers. When the Most High Father destroys America, it's going to be way far than what you conceived in your mind. Or thought about, same thing. All right? And that's a fact. All right? It says, and Yahweh answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run and read it. When we break down these prophecies and these scriptures to you and let you know what's going on, we break it down to the very exact T. Meaning what? To the layman's term. We break it down to it's totally broken down. Sometimes every word for word. Especially words that people think it mean this, but they really don't mean that. Like I was just going into the online etymology app where the elder apostles talk. Well, the brothers that the Most High Heavenly Father through His Son led me to taught me that first, and then I learned how to dig up more stuff from the elder apostles. So Salaki. I was taught to look up words. Etymology in itself is something that's over a lot of people's head, because especially Jake, man. You'll meet some Edomites and they don't know etymology. You'll meet some Edomites and they don't know etymology. But you Jakes, man, out here, you high-minded Jakes, it's all stiff-necked and shit. You don't know nothing. You don't even know. You go to fucking college. You go to Esau's college educational system. Dumb yourself down. Think you know something. You don't know a damn thing. All right. Do all that so-called schooling for what? All right. Do all that schooling for what? When the best education you can get is the scriptures. Learning these scriptures. I think, man, I know the president that said it, man. That the best education you can get is a biblical education, a Bible education, because they're part of that inner circle. You know, the presidents, they be a part of that inner circle. They know we the Israelites. It's 2/3 of our people don't know they Israel. They don't, not that they don't know. They don't want to believe that they're Israelites. You know, that's the problem. So, pretty much, you know, like I was saying, Jake don't look up etymology. When Jake goes to school, and they get jobs about, you know, they get silly ass, you know, jobs, you know, like shit you could have went to the trade school and get a trade, and, you know, be able to do the same job, less time, less money, far less money. Jake wanted to go to school and walk across the stage and get that little cap and gown and all that shit. All right, when really, you should want to, you know, if you're an Israelite man, you should want to gather yourself together and learn this knowledge and put on your holy garment. All right, put on this holy apparel. Put on your garment. Come out here to the houses and hedges. You know, get you a garment with the fringes and the border blue, and come out here to the highways and hedge and teach this word. All right, that's what you should want to do. Because when you graduate, and you get your degree, you're still not shitting Esau's world. You have it better than, you just have it a little bit better than the average Israelite financially. That's it. Still treated the same way. Still treated the same way. There's no difference. All right? But let me know, I'm drifting off too far. Let me get back into it. You know, but basically, you know, we've been educated by Yahweh Shem Shah. Right? We've been educated in the Most High's word. All right, not from this world, but from the Most High, using the Son. All right, and the men they sit up to teach on down, start from Abba Bibba's on down to the elder apostle we got today, to teach us, to educate us, to teach us, all right, His word. So now we've been taught. Now we're doing the teaching. All right. Now we're doing the teaching. Yeah, we're not teaching our elders. No, we're teaching you Israelites that don't know. We're reporting to you the same things. We're teaching you the same things. Like I said earlier, it trickled down. All right? Doesn't matter about your age. Brothers come in that's up in age. You know, like not a lot, but you know, some brothers come up and they up there in the 40s and 50s, you know? It's not up to us, it's up to the Most High. You know? Some brothers come in when they're really young. You know? Verse 3, let me get back to prophecy. It says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Now, when Habakkuk received his vision, that wasn't the appointed time. All right, the appointed time was for now. Especially when concerning John the Baptist receiving the vision of the mark of the beast on the island of Patmos. He received the vision of everyone being chipped, being forced to be chipped. He was on the island of Patmos when he received that vision. All right? Did everybody get chipped? Was the RFID chip? Was the RFID microchip being issued back then? No, the mark of the beast, the RFID microchip, has been issued out now. You can actually buy it. My old camp leader bought one just to show brothers how it actually looked in person. And actually, he bought it to show our people what it looks like. But he bought it for us to see up close and personal what it looked like. And that was back here, 2017? 2016, 2017. Yeah, if I remember right, about 2017. The brother, the brother had bought it. He was like, wow. He was like, man, that's crazy, You actually buy it. he bought a deactivated chip, meaning it's not activated right now. I was like, wow, man. It didn't even cost a lot at all. I don't even think it was $20. I think it was roughly around like $10, $15. But you got guys that don't believe that the mark of the beast is the RFID microchip. That appointed time is right now, and the Most High is making sure His word by putting that RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast, out in the open. That's how I caught it on the news segment. All right? Because we at that appointed time. All right? And you notice, all of us that believe that the mark of the beast is the RFID microchip, you notice that we're not liked, man, at all, man. And I had a debate with the Jake last month. I had a debate with the Jake that was with IUIC that I actually grew up knowing. I grew up knowing this guy. Man, he looked so fucking silly trying to tell me that the mark of the beast was Christianity. The precepts that he came up with wasn't even nowhere near close to backing them up. And I was like, man, these guys are really bugged out, man. He was a follower of Nathaniel 7, man, IUIC. Now you see what being an Israelite united in Christ will get you. When you should be Israelite united in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 15, verse 1. You guys are bugged the fuck out, man. You don't believe that the mark of the beast is the RFID chip. You're gonna get. And he said he's gonna take it. He said, "Oh, I'm gonna do what I gotta do to feed my family." I said, I kept on asking, "You gonna take the chip? If they make the chip mandatory, and that's gonna make you feed your family, you gonna take the chip?" He said, "Yeah, I gotta eat. I gotta eat. My kids gotta eat. My wife gotta eat. So I gotta take the chip." That's what he said, man. I'm not bearing false witness on that man. He said it was out of his own mouth. All right? 2nd Esdras chapter 15, verse 1. It says, "Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true." Now when we go into the mark of the beast and the different prophecies, right? We speak to the ears of you Israelites. Now the other nations hear, but it's mainly for you Israelites to receive. Because we're the Most High's people. All right? The problem is with that, 2/3 of the Most High people, which is our people, you Israelites, you so-called Native Americans, 2/3 of you are just rebellious and so stiff-necked that it go in one ear out the other. But hey, it's all right. Blood off our hands. We did our job. We've done our job. You know? I mean, if you get the chip, that's on you. This man, he gonna make a conscious, decision to get that chip. And when you get that chip, that's a for sure ticket to you eating the missile. Guarantee you, man. That's a for sure ticket to you eating that missile. You're gonna be first. You're gonna have front row seats at the missile show. And I'm not talking about no military drills. I'm talking about when the Mossad destroy America. All right. The Mossad's not kidding around with you wicked Israelites out there, man. Hello. Wait, what's going on? Who did? Oh, all right. You gotta let me know. I'm on third shift, so give me ahead of time. All right. Shalaki. Clients. Anyways, though, pretty much, that chip, man, that chip is gonna be your do with all, man. He was, talking about the, one thing I ain't want to miss that. He was talking about the buying things. Now you go to Revelation the 13th chapter, and it says what? It said that everyone got received a mark to buy or sell. It said that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark. That's what it says verbatim. And Lionel mentioned that. When we go into the prophecy of the mark of the beast, we always mention that. He was talking about keeping the medical records on there. Are they gonna? He said that. Matter of fact, he said that Pfizer. It was like Pfizer, and it was like another company. I forget the SC Johnson, I think it was. And the government was talking about keeping up with your doses of keep the vaccine in the chip, and also monitor the chip going to monitor whether you have it or not, whether you contract it or not, and to be able to release a dose of the vaccine. I was like, wow, man. The games or the devices these devils come up with. Gimmicks that get you to buy into. And I'm talking about you Israelites out there that don't want to take the chip. You 2/3. The sweet words, man. The sweet words of Esau. All right, the sweet words of Esau. I was like, that's crazy, man. He actually mentioned that. All right. He actually mentioned them trying to monitor your health with the chip and all that. I was like, man, that's crazy. Book of Psalms, chapter 55, verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. Esau's words are smooth. When he come at you, he come at you real soft, smooth like. Meaning what? Using them soft, smooth, cunning words. Playing on your mind. Jake fall for that shit. I gotta be honest. Jake fall for it. You know what I mean? Jake fall for it, and all you can do is shake your head. All right. All you can do is shake your head. You know they're gonna fall right into it. How you know war is the Esau heart? He's out fighting to destroy many soldiers he can get, man. Each time you get you Israelites to submit to his wicked purpose, That's another Israelite being destroyed. All right, that's another Israelite being destroyed. How you doing? Pretty good. All right, what's your name? You mind ask a question, bro? Yeah, sure. You Latino? Yeah. Oh, okay. You Mexican? Yes, yeah. You an Israelite, brother. Israelite? Yeah, you Israelite, brother. Israelite. We're the chosen people of the Lord. Yeah, you know that? Yeah. You know the so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Americans went to slavery together because we're the Israelites in the Bible. Right? But more importantly, I want to ask you a question. You know about the RFID microchip? Yeah. You know, man, that's an important thing, brother. You should know about that. Yeah, hey, look that up. The RFID microchip is you go to Revelation the 13th chapter. It's the mark of the beast. It's something they're going to put in you. And you can't buy or sell and say you have it. It's the RFID microchip. So look into that, brother. All right, remember you're Israelite. All right, so Esau's out, trying to destroy as many Israelite souls as he can. All right. The scripture tell you the thief coming not but to kill and destroy. Esau is the thief. All right. Esau is the biggest thief. He is the thief. All right. And he's trying to steal your soul so that you may be destroyed with him. Because Esau's next life is going to be hell. It's going to be hell because it's going to be in slavery. So right now we're in hell because we're in slavery. All right, but after the destruction of Esau's kingdom, he's going into slavery. But part of him being destroyed, his kingdom being destroyed, is going to involve 2/3 of our people being destroyed. All right? Because you need to take heed to prophecy. This man walking down the street don't even know he's Israelite. He's an Israelite. He didn't even know he was an Israelite. And he don't even know about the mark of the beast. You know? That's crazy, man. 2020 is almost at the end. They're pushing for this chip right now. And this Jake just walked by, don't even know he don't even know what the mark of the beast is. Ain't that something? That's embarrassing. That man should know what the mark of the beast is. All right? He should know very well what the mark of the beast is. All right? But the fact he don't,